G'day everyone, welcome back to another video. So today I thought I'd give you a care guide on the Bristlenose catfish, but today I thought instead of just giving you a full care guide, I'd give you 5 things I reckon everyone should know when they're starting out with keeping Bristlenose catfish. So before you buy them, know these 5 things. Some of them are pretty interesting, some of them you just need to know in general to be able to keep them successfully or even breed them. But without any further ado, let's get straight into the video. Okay, so the first thing you need to know is that they require a tank of 20 gallons, no less. So I don't recommend even a 15 gallon or an 18 gallon, 20 gallons at minimum, and I recommend you only get 1 or 2. If you do want to breed them, you can get 2, and if you have grow out space, then sure, breed them, but I just really recommend 1 for an aquarium. They're going to do really well at cleaning up the tank. They do get to about the 8 to 10 centimeter mark. They do need plenty of room and plenty of hiding places, and a 20 gallon provides that. If you can go bigger, then even better. I keep Bristlenose in a 20 gallon aquarium. In fact, I've got 2 in here, so really you should be fine. Give it a go. But Bristlenose do really get pretty big, and they get surprisingly bigger than you think. It's not as big as those huge plecos that get that big. Okay, so the second thing I reckon everyone should know, and this is more for when you want to breed them, is telling the difference between the male and females. So it's really simple. The males will have these bushy bristles on its nose, and then the females will have these tiny little stubs, or maybe even no bristles at all. But usually they don't show if they're actually male or female until they get to about that 6 to 7 centimeter mark. That's when they usually start to sexually mature and show their signs of being a male or female. Number 3, these fish are nocturnal. So the reason being is that they're going to be out and about when you turn the tank light off. But if you do have hiding spots in the tank where you're going to be able to view it, where it's not going to be blocked out and be hiding out the back all the time, then I recommend you do just have like open hiding places, and you'll be able to see it. And they'll also come out during the day when you're not right up to the tank, because they can be very timid. They will come out feeding time though during the day, so if you drop in some algae wafers or some cucumber and that sort of thing, they're going to come out almost straight away, and they'll be going over that food like there's no tomorrow. So now, I kind of mentioned this in the previous bit, but basically my 4th thing everyone should know is to have lots of hiding places throughout the tank. Stack some rocks with big gaps for the Bristlenose to fit through, or like get little tunnels with just one end and you can see them through most of the time, or get some anubias. I've seen my Bristlenose really love anubias, and they hide within the leaves when the anubias kind of bushes out and spreads across the driftwood. But if you can't do that, you can have to wait a long time for it to actually grow that big. Have lots of hiding places throughout the tank, a nice planted aquarium. Your Bristlenose will appreciate it. Now, my last thing everyone should know, and this is probably a very important thing, if you're going to get a male and female, they're going to breed very easily. So it doesn't take anything for them to want to breed. As long as you have a male and a female sexually matured, similar size in an aquarium, they're going to breed. So if you do want to breed them, get a tunnel, but otherwise probably separate them if you don't want any breeding going on. But the cool thing about Bristlenose, unlike your pistogrammas and your dwarf cichlids, or any cichlid really, the Bristlenose catfish don't get very aggressive when breeding towards other fish. Of course, if they go right into the tunnel where they've laid the eggs, of course they're going to have a snap at it, but really they don't mind. And since Bristlenose only stay at the bottom of the tank, sometimes venture to the top, but that's only to get algae, they won't do any damage to your fish really. They're very peaceful, and just as long as the fish doesn't get right in there, they won't have a go at the fish. But I reckon that's very important, because otherwise you can end up with hundreds of baby Bristlenose and you won't know what to do. So if you really don't want any baby Bristlenose, I highly recommend you try buy bigger Bristlenose that you know are male or females, and then you can just get only one gender. But really you should be fine. You shouldn't have to worry too much about breeding going on in your aquarium, because it's kind of really cool, and you can just let the eggs get eaten if they don't hatch and that sort of thing. Alright, there you have my quick 5 things I reckon everyone should know about Bristlenose catfish. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content just like this. But have a fantastic day, and I'll see you all in the next video.